All right, y'all. Welcome to Respect the Goats, the live podcast right here on Clubhouse every Tuesday at 6 p.m. This is a product of Goat Talk Live of the Goat Verse. We get in here, we do debates, we respect greatness. We only got a couple house cleaning rules. We do not name call at all. We do curse, but we do not curse at each other, and we respect everybody's opinion. We got all the topics in the chat. With that out the way, we always start a little bit light. Shout out to my fellas, my regulars in the building, my brother Spalls, Phrase, Double XL, my arch nemesis. I'm the greatest. He is my what's robbing the Batman, Spalls? Spalls and he bail me out. You just left me out there
That's
hanging.
his side. That's his side chick. That's all he
Side
No,
ever
no,
chick.
no,
be.
no.
Yeah,
You got it.
that's what it is.
No, you
That's
you're not saying it right. No, you're not saying it right.
He was.
You Apollo Creed, and I'm the Russian. I kill you every time.
Here we go.
If he dies, he
That was
dies.
cute. That was cute. That was cute. So look, we gonna go shout out to our special guest, Beck G. You know, PR, one of the best public relations in the world, in the building. Also, she has a show on Famous Radio that I'll let her talk about later. But let's cook on some light, man. Where y'all fellas want to start, man? We got couples. You know, courts is gonna be a long conversation, and we got some Twitter fingers on computers, man. We got Bow Wow. You know, JD. You know, we got Master P and his son. Where you want to start, Spalls? I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you pick it this week, man. Where you want to start, Spalls? Talk to me nice.
Man, I'm really not sure, man. Let's get to this Diddy situation, man. I'm gonna let you give me the situation that's going down with him, because I really don't know. But let me analyze it, and I'm gonna give you the feedback.
You know I got the scoop, man. So last week, I want to say last week before we really got in the knee deep of our conversation, we had a brief conversation about the city. We call her the city girl side chick. No disrespect, Carisha. We love you, but they unfortunately, and Beck G's in the building. Beck G, try that mic out because I'm be coming to you because we need a female's perspective on this. So, Diddy last week announced via the internet. I don't know if he announced it or a female announced it, but it was announced he has a baby on the way. So, of course, they're looking at Young Miami because he's been parading around with Young Miami. He gave her a show. He's been spoiling her, giving her roses. This is all internet. This is all show for the internet. Now, Diddy pops up with a baby last week. Of course, the internet goes at Young Miami. This week, he pops out with a new thing. He got something new on the arms, spoils. Some tropical, some light skinned tropical on the arms right now. So of course, they at Young Miami, and she just posted something now. I believe it went to, on IG. I'm done. So everybody thinks, that's it because it was alleged that it was a little issue between them. 50 Cent made fun of that. She was done before, like she wasn't rocking with him. Like he did something and he sent some roses. But I mean, what's the rules to this thing? I don't know this, like, is that an open relationship? I don't know how that works. Beck G, are you in the building? Is your mic working? Are you able to talk? Chat, because I really need your opinion on this as a respectable woman. I really need your opinion. Is that mic working? Is that mic working? Shout out to Smiles in the building. Hold on, can I do it? I don't think I could do it. You gotta tap the mic. I don't think I got her. I gotta move on. When you get in, Beck, just jump in. But Bleaky Mob in the building. What's up, Bleak?
What's up, fellas? What's up, Beck
What's
G?
going
How
on?
everybody doing?
Everybody doing amazing, man. Doing amazing. Matter of
I
fact,
see
Bleak,
you,
you know,
Miles.
Bleak, we ain't gonna put you on Front Street. You know what I mean? So we're gonna say in your past life, you know what I mean? You might have been known to have a team of them, right?
uh,
Maybe a couple starters on the squad, right?
maybe a little one, maybe a little one.
You know what I'm saying? A little something, something, right? So, you know, in a situation, man, like when you got a team, the team's aware that you're not the main guy. Like, how does the team react to new members? Because Diddy just got a new member to the squad. Like, should it matter? How you feeling about this, Bleak? We talking about Diddy's new
I
babe.
mean, you.
Young Miami
Go ahead,
not
go ahead.
feeling it. What's up?
Man, it's hard, bro. Like it's just hard because. Like like Diddy, man, you could tell the chick this and that, and then something happened, and then there's a whole feelings, man. When feelings get involved, bro, change the game, man. I'm telling you.
I think Beck G got her mic right. Beck G,
I'm
my
here,
baby
baby.
trying
Can
to.
y'all hear me?
There we go. There
Okay,
you
I'm
go.
here. Hey, let me do something real. Let me do something real quick. Hey, Bleed.
Hey, hey, Beck G.
Hey,
How you doing, Beck?
That's my baby
I'm
now.
good. That's it right there. You better tell them. Hey, listen, it's all good, and I'm gonna tell you something.
Talk to us.
It's probably an unpopular opinion, but as a woman, I need to say this out loud. We know what's good, period. So it's no way that it's two things I want to say about this Diddy situation. First of all, we can't be mad if Miami ain't mad. That's one.
I
And
like
then
that.
number two, okay? And then number two, she already knew. Every chick in the whole wide world, every woman, every girl, every jump off, whatever it is, whatever your position, whatever you call yourself, you already know who this dude is at all times. That's why I don't feed into even chicks when my baby daddy ain't it. He want that when you met him. You didn't turn him into that. He was that already.
Beck
Don't
G, I got
don't
a
woof
question
now
for
because
you.
he don't want you.
If she ain't mad, Beck G, then why she smashing on the blogs and stuff like that if she ain't mad?
Oh, she gotta keep it a buck. She gotta pick a side. You gotta be hot or cold, my girl. You either gotta be mad or not mad. And she wants people to say, I seen some of the things that she said. I tried to catch up for this conversation's sake only, because in my real life, I really don't care. But for conversation's sake, because this is in our neighborhoods, this is in our families, it's in our friend circles. So this isn't new. It's just, it's them and all eyes are on them. But she's saying she's not mad. I never go with what anybody says. I go with what they do and how they respond. So what her Twitter saying, what her IG saying, what she's saying on people FaceTime and people recording her, all of that, that doesn't matter.
Yo,
What she does. And I think she's upset and she's hurt. She wanted it to go with him real bad.
So I got one more follow-up question for you, Beck G, before I open this to the room.
Okay.
The follow-up question to this is this. You know, can, and you might have had some girlfriends in these situations, maybe some cousins, maybe some loved ones. Can you be a side chick without catching feelings? That's the number one question.
Um, I think if you and whoever is side chicking you, I guess that's the verb, y'all got that understanding and that's your agreement. You really got to be in that space and you can't be wilding out. But it's, social media and all that got everybody thinking they can be all these different things. And you got TV shows called Side Chicks of whatever that city was. It's stupid. It's stupid because you cannot be a successful side chick and you don't know how to shut up. So if you want to play that part, do that. Sit down and be invisible when it's time for you to be seen when he called for you to be the things that side chick. I don't know the resume or the qualifications or whatever, what is required for somebody to qualify to be a side dude or a side chick. But if
Um,
you agree to that, be that.
even if she was a quote is or it was, I don't know, quote unquote a side chick, it's definitely not the typical side chick
Mm-hmm.
because Diddy is, you know, he's a part. They're doing things on social media to show that they're together. He's not trying to hide her. You're trying to hide
Mm-hmm.
a side chick. You're trying to hide her. So it's very
Yeah.
non-traditional from what it would be. And she might not care, or she might do care, but we can't tell because even if she don't care, the backslash from the internet could be what's making her mad. We don't know.
Yeah.
So what do we
Maybe
label
so.
her?
Whatever she called herself. But look, like to your point, X, I didn't know for real. I'm so lost, honestly, because I don't know if she's the side chick or if the girl with the baby is the side chick. I don't know. But you know, in this world, y'all know, like I know, that it's a dangerous game when you get in that world. And when you have anything you absolutely want at your beck and call, your appetite is forever insatiable. You have to do the next thing to top the last thing. So this kind of world and the way he plays with women and men, let the streets tell it. I don't know. I don't know. That's it's not regular. It's not regular. I
You
don't
know
know
what I
people
think?
who. What you think,
I
baby?
think I think that if you're gonna be a side chick or consider, I think that the only thing is your feelings. It's not gonna work if you catch any parts, any type of feeling.
Facts.
Once you catch that feeling, it's a wrap. Like you gotta have ice cold ice cubes in your vein to play that role. I'm
Facts.
telling you, cause you can tell if you don't have it. You see what's going on.
Quick question. I know I came in late. We talk about Diddy
Shout out to
having
your
a
favorite
baby.
cousin. What's up, man? Bare Naked True Podcast.
Hey
Yeah,
man,
we talking about Diddy and his new boo, his new baby.
okay. Well, just want to be known. The goat is here.
Thank
Just
you.
let you
Thank you
know
for
that.
introducing me. Thank you for introducing me. I appreciate
But yeah,
that.
I want to say this though, man. When it come to dealing with guys like Diddy, man, and I'm gonna quote my man Kevin Samuels. Those guys don't cheat; they exercise their options. Um,
Church.
you're talking about a guy that has probably, if not a billionaire, close to it right now. Do you really expect him to just have one woman
No, sir.
at this point? I mean, Shorty probably already knew. It's just like with Nick Cannon with all the having babies with all these different women. They know what's up. Play your
Hey,
role, and
bro,
you'll be taken care of.
you got an excellent point. Because I know dudes who make sandwiches at Wawa that is not
Oh
staying with
my
one.
goodness.
Yeah. So you get somebody like Diddy, like you imagine, just picture this: a girl running up on Diddy, like, "Hey, I'm gonna be your only one." He probably like, "Yeah, okay, let you tell it. It's not gonna happen. You just gotta accept it and be like, look, either either what the goal for you to say to take a shit or get off the toilet, man. It's that simple.
Yo, mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Fouls, what up,
Yeah.
Fouls? Got it? Yeah. I just want to drop a couple things real
Young
quick because I
gifted
know
in the
we
Philly
we
building.
girls, so Philly girls off, y'all. They the 100 points down, yo.
we keep giving these shorties titles, man. Diddy made it very clear he's not gonna be exclusive to her. And she said a while ago when she was with the city girl, she not messing with no broke cat. She gonna mess with a joker that got money, and that man got money. So when she keeps saying she enjoying life, she enjoying the money aspect of it. Now if she fall over and start having feelings for him, that's on her. That ain't nothing for him to even talk about, cause she already know her place. So none of these chicks are actually side chicks. These are just females dealing with Diddy. None of them is bagging them. So how do we call any of them a side chick?
Mm, good point.
So are we really saying Diddy's tricking? Is that where we going?
Well,
Diddy
what
been
we
tricking
saying
for a
is,
long time, man. He been tricking
what
for
we
a long
Now,
saying is,
time.
Diddy gonna be Diddy. You
Word.
either
Diddy
gonna
being
get with the
Diddy,
program or you
exactly.
gonna move on.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, that man got enough bread. He probably looking like, "Psh, whatever. You could
Hey,
think you're the only one,
I think
but
I think y'all fellas just created a new word. You got tricking, side chick, diddying. Diddying. That's the new word, yo. You just out here diddying, yo. The definition
Okay,
is a dude with money enjoying his options. Diddying. It could be a
Enjoying
noun,
his
verb.
options. I think the problem with Shorty is Diddy's not pillow talking with her. So as much as she thinks she the number one, she got the show. He taking her everywhere. I think she getting caught off guard by some of these things. It ain't nothing she could do about it. But I think some of these things she getting caught off guard. And Diddy not running around taking pictures and flaunting chicks. Jokers is catching this dude outside. You know what I mean? He not running
exactly,
around smashing
exactly,
in her face. Every time somebody see Diddy, they flicking their phones because they know what's going on to keep the narrative going.
exactly. I think she found out when we did.
Word. And
The
she's
question is
young,
she
so
gonna leave though?
she's young, so she's using social media to kind of just react, but she don't know everybody else is watching her on social media too. I think she one of them youngest that forget the world's watching. She like
She
that
ain't
money.
going
She
nowhere,
not
man.
going nowhere. She ain't going
So it
nowhere.
don't even matter.
No
She just
sir.
capping because she upset right now, but she'll get
No
over
doubt. It'll be over in a week. We'll be talking about something else.
it. Mm-hmm. And she be taking pictures holding the baby.
So
Mm-hmm.
is it safe to say, Beck G, I definitely need you to chime in on this. As the lady in the room, is it safe to say women put up with more when you got the money, when you got that bread? You got to rephrase
Yes,
that question, P, because Diddy bread ain't average bread. So, what's
Yeah.
the criteria?
It ain't
well,
it ain't
here's the
five
thing.
figure it ain't five
That's
figure numbers we
geographical.
talking about.
Word, word.
That's geographical because it depends on who it is and most importantly where they are. Here, all it takes is a dude with a Benz with some rims. There, it is, and I've seen it. I'm not even tripping because I've seen that. But do women settle for certain amounts because and certain things because of who a dude is or his status or what he has? Yeah, but you know why? People are so, I know we get ready to talk about a whole bunch of different things, but I'm telling y'all know social media is the bane of my existence. I hate social media with a passion, and I'm a whole publicist. I own a whole PR marketing firm, and I hate social media because grown people at this big age walk around thinking they gotta be what they see, and that's ridiculous. These
Mm,
I
mm,
see
mm,
women
mm.
out here in VA thinking they Real Housewives of Atlanta. Cut it out. Stop. Cut it out. Y'all walk around drip head to toe in Fendi. Fendi ain't paid you. You don't. I'm not even gonna go off the rails. I'm gonna answer your question. Yep, I see chicks do whatever for a little bit of bread. Yep.
I'm gonna point out something interesting right quick. Notice that most of the guys that are really successful with that type of money, who's with the woman that they were with when they was broke, you don't seem to hear these issues. You don't hear stuff like this from Denzel and his lady, or just people. Well, not Ti and Tiny might be messy, but you don't hear a whole bunch of stuff about them two. It's like when they got them when they was broke, the dynamic just seemed to be different. So you get them after they get some money, you late.
Yeah. You think it's because of the understanding is different? It's like you was with me when I was broke, so I got you. But anybody who come
It
around
gotta
after this
be,
point, I already know what you're here for, so
gotta be.
you know what I mean?
All right, man. So I guess we wishing Diddy all the luck in his options.
Diddy already good. He don't
Next
need our
up.
luck.
Yeah.
he already said he got to move on in a new single, right? Like he
Come
Man,
on,
already
living
come
his
showing
on.
best life.
the
He ain't
vibes.
going back and forth with you niggas.
All right, next up we got Drunk Meg. I said Drunk Meg because in the case, they pointed out that Meg is definitely a different person and she kind of savage when she's drunk. Versus Kelsey. Um, this trial is going on. We're still getting new developments every day. I just want to throw out in the room a couple things. How do y'all feel about the dynamic of them being friends and being in this situation? How do y'all feel about the rumor that Tory is abusive? Pull jokers by their hair out the car. And then how do you feel about possibly Kelsey being the shooter? I'm gonna leave the room open. Y'all jump on it.
I don't know much about this case. Let me just say my 2 cents and get out of the way. From what I understood, they're saying it was possibly her homegirl who pulled the trigger, and he tried to stop it. As far as it being abusive, I don't know what led to that. And yeah, this whole case is still funny right now because it seems like everybody calling Meg out for lying and trying to cover up for her friend. So I don't know.
Hold on. P, let me ask one thing, then I'm gonna be in and out because I really want to hear everybody's opinion. What you said something about they saying Meg get wild when she drunk, like she get out of character.
Yeah, the legend was what they brought to the trial, and they also trying to get Tory for like trying to threaten the witnesses or bribe them, pay them off. But what they got in the trial was they threw out there that basically somebody basically said or testified that Megan's a different person when she's drunk, and
I
they
think
was like
yeah,
somebody encouraged her to leave the party when she got drunk because she kind of gets irate, and that's where
I
she
The
was
hair,
think
the
that night.
hairstylist, the hairstylist.
Facts.
How tall
I
is Meg?
think I think it is. I think it's very funny that they say Megan get out of character when she drunk. Because when I think of somebody getting out of character when they drunk, I think that goes with somebody shooting somebody. I think that's getting out of character when you drunk. But that's just me.
How tall is Meg?
Oh, she's tall. Amazon tall.
So she's
Five
probably
ten,
about, let's say, she's probably, how tall is she?
5'9", 5'10".
Okay, so she's probably about the size of a varsity small forward, probably. Um, her being drunk probably is probably more a little bit more intimidating than, especially if she's aggressive. If they just saying out of character, they didn't say like how, but I could see that being a little scary. And Tory Lane's what, about 5'3"?
This really our conversation right now?
I'm gonna
I'm
just leave
over
that
here
there.
cracking up.
I'm gonna just leave that there. I mean, I'm just saying, you a 5'3" dude, you get a chick that's 5'10", you yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm
So
gonna leave that at that, bro.
I
I
done
don't know nothing
seen
else.
Tory talk shit to 5'11" dudes. He gonna shoot a
You,
girl because she
hey,
5'11"?
I don't think he shot her, bro.
I don't think
Me
he
neither.
shot her, X.
Well, no, I don't know. But man,
But
that,
I
but
think
Y'all
they were
gotta be. Y'all
tussling over
gotta.
the gun and that shit went off. I think him and that her friend Kelsey, what her name is, when she got beat up, I think when she was coming back to the car and try to grab the gun, they started tussling and that shit went off. That's
hey,
what I think happened.
Listen.
Bleak.
Current
hold up.
testimony
Who
today
got
done,
beat up?
done said that the neighbor testified today who looked out the window, and that joker said Tory had a gun in his hand, and
Bleak.
he
I'm
said
listening
that
to you,
it
X.
looked like there was a female that shot first.
So that
Yo,
changes things then, because
It
even if he's
changes a
seen her,
lot.
but if the female shot, that means Tory probably snatched the burner from her.
And look, and to defend my theory is because they both said they had found gun residue on both of them, right?
No question.
So
well, it
I'm
probably
thinking
was
they
on
was
everybody in the
talking.
car. But Bleak. So if a 5'11" Megan coming at
This
you,
dude.
I guess
Uh,
she looking like Brian Erlacher. You gonna pop her 2 3 times.
Listen to
nah,
this,
I
man.
ain't shooting no
This is.
girl,
Don't
X.
even answer
Ain't
that.
no
Don't even
chickens getting
answer
killed around here, smack.
Come
Oh
on,
man,
Alex, come on.
part of Brian Urlacher, bruh.
Hey, yo, at the end of the day, the thing about this case is they just trying to attack both their characters and trying to get to the meat of what happened. They're struggling with it. So the drunk
Yeah,
Meg and all this other stuff, they just trying to make their case. To me, if she a drunk Meg and she be bugging out, so what? You know what I mean? Still don't mean she's supposed to get shot if she got shot.
yo,
That part.
shout out to the lawyers on both sides because they got us all confused.
Word.
Like this is so crazy. Like they spinning this story so many ways, yo. Like, yo,
Yeah.
they
I'm
is
glad.
really pulling some cards from Donald Trump's book both ways.
Spin masters, they're
And
gonna
that's
get their
how I
money,
feel
boy.
about it, X. That's why I'm at right there. And the attorneys definitely understand their assignment. Mission accomplished. And I'm gonna just sit and wait for the verdict because I don't know who did what.
It's wild.
And yeah, it's real wild.
Joker's pleading the fifth, not even
So,
knowing
so
why.
I got a question for the young lady in the room. How tall are you?
Beck G.
Um, you said how tall am I?
Uh-huh.
5'4.5", and don't leave off the half.
I got you. I got you. So 5'4". How would
Ooh.
you feel if you saw drunk man coming at you? Would you let off a few shots or would you just, you know?
And we're in a car. I mean, I'm gonna give it all I got. You know what I mean? But because that's just. But I'm not no new chick. I'm not 20.
I
So
got
you feel me? But
you.
I don't know if my first instinct would be to shoot her if she don't have a gun. If she don't have a
Yeah, I
gun,
got you.
she gotta run me my ones.
So did they say did she get shot in the car or was she outside the car?
There's too many
There's too
stories.
many
You know
Joker
stories.
what? I
cussing
got a
out the
question. I got a
window.
question for y'all. Why did she plead the fifth when they asked about the shooting?
That's Kelsey.
And
Kelsey
That's
Kelsey did
pled the
that.
Kelsey.
fifth.
Kelsey pled the fifth.
Let me ask y'all this. Would y'all say sometime we got to look at 1+1 is 2? We forget that. We let people run up and be like, no, 1+2 might be 5. No, it was a text. 3 minutes after Megan got shot, not even that. Shorty supposedly text the security guard, Megan security, and said, Tory just shot Meg, help me. Now, if
Mm.
that might
Well,
be a
where's the
lie, I don't
security
know. But
guard though? Didn't he disappear?
I don't
He's
know.
missing.
See what I'm
He's
saying?
missing.
Nah, the
They said he
security
ain't
guard
show
is
up or something.
MIA.
No,
He's
not that he
This
didn't
shit
MIA.
show
is an
up.
episode of Law and Order.
Not that he didn't show up. He's real life missing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
missing.
listen. So if he's
X,
not even there, he can't even testify to the text, can he?
Nope.
Yo, I'll tell y'all this. If Ice-T pop up in the next court case, this shit is Law and Order, yo. Think about it. This is the greatest episode of Law and Order ever.
Oh man. Oh, you know they're making an episode about it. You know it's coming.
X, you got to look at the other piece when you say 1+1 is 2. Did that text come out because she did the shooting and tried to blame him?
I don't know too many people that can think that quick in a moment like that.
Did she make a song talking about busting at her girl?
Ooh.
Hey,
Add it up.
Who did that?
a lot of
Come
rappers
on,
make songs about
let's
busting
talk
at
about.
their
She
girl.
not
Haha,
a
that's a joke.
rapper.
Who did
She's
that?
a best friend. She ain't no rapper. she mad
No,
because she ain't defend her when she said when Joker
Hey,
started saying Kelsey shot me. Megan said nothing and she was hot like yo. Why
bro,
my friend ain't defending me?
no disrespect, but after Meek Mill's Baby Mama freestyle, I don't put rapping past nobody.
What?
That don't
You
count. That don't
you,
count.
you
Eggs.
must ain't see it. You must ain't see it, Big G.
Bleak,
Period.
hit
You
him with
gotta
an
see
out of
it. You
order.
gotta
Bleak,
see it.
hit him with an out of order. We can't stay focused, man.
that nigga, that nigga out of order, yo.
He out of order with that.
Hey, yo.
Hey, just
Hey,
just go watch it.
Files. Hey, Files, why did Shorty drop when she dropped the record? She said, "Who shot you?" So why would she be talking to her like that?
What?
Come on, she got in
Hold
the
on.
courtroom and they asked her about her lyrics and she said, I can't recall. Her lyrics, they read it to her. I can't recall. I plead the fifth. Why you pleading the fifth?
What?
Yeah. I think the name of the song "Bustin' Something." I
It's
forgot the name.
busting something. Yeah, it's busting something. And she
Stop.
specifically says Meg name in that joint.
Stop.
He made a song called Bust or something, the best friend.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
talking about who
So why
shot
did
you
so
and
why
all
they
this
not
crap.
using the lyrics in court now? That's what I'm trying to figure
Because
out.
they trying to pin the shooter as Kelsey and not
Let
Tory.
me let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all. I got a question. This not this. I just. It's a real question. If it's two ways I'm looking at it. If Tory really shot her, then I understand why he being quiet, and the lawyers might be telling Shorty, all you got to do is plead the fifth. You don't say nothing. You're not on trial. You good. And he faking like he love her or something like that. I don't know. But the flip side of that, if she shot and Tory not saying nothing, is Tory doing that because he want to be perceived as a real N-word? Or is he really just that solid? Or do you think he care more about public opinion of him looking like a snitch. Because I'll be at court pointing at her if I knew she shot her.
That's another conversation we're gonna have in a little while. Ex, you Russian.
I
Yes, I can't wait
mean,
for that.
if you
It's
ain't
hard to
do
say though, X, to be honest, because of all of these different variables and
Right.
all of the different variants of the variables. It's just hard to say. If you weren't there, we just unaware. I mean, period.
Yep,
We're
facts,
all in the
facts.
court of public opinion, and we all got a big idea, and we live and breathe. I mean, come on now, we live and breathe hip hop drama, hip hop beef, and we always trying to figure out who was right, who was wrong. We just don't know, y'all. It's so many different layers to this story, and the things change. Somebody said she had on a gold skirt. Somebody said she had on a black skirt. Somebody said Meg 5'10". Somebody else said she was 6'3". I don't know what to believe anymore. So I hope justice prevails and the
Agree.
scales are tipped in the way they should go. But that's really all I got, man. But Meg, you can't. I'm telling you, man. I'm from Norfolk. You can't run up on me drunk, hollering and screaming because we do what we did in the Picasso parking lot. That's all I got.
Can
oh,
I
so
I,
you
can I
is
ask
I,
a
busting my
I just
bond.
question?
I
looked it
knew it.
up.
I knew it.
I looked it up. Megan is 5'10".
Can I ask a
She
question real
taller than
quick
me,
before
bro.
we move on?
Damn.
Go ahead, Fal.
So, and I
Hey,
don't I don't
y'all,
I don't
y'all don't forget that it was
Hold on,
rumored that she
Bleak.
beat her up that night too.
Hold on, Bleak. Fal's asking a question.
yeah, that's coming. So my question is, I'm not no forensics analyst or anything like that. I guess what I don't understand is if they remove metal fragments out of her foot, why is it that they couldn't attach that to a bullet from that gun?
Mm,
That's what I never understood. If you got shot and they
mm,
took it out, that's evidence. How could you not pin that to a bullet that came out of that gun?
mm-hmm.
Did you
So
get
wait a minute.
Good
shot or
question.
did something ricochet and go into your foot?
That's what I wanted to ask because I can't even figure out if she was shot. Was that shrapnel in her foot or was it the remnants of a bullet that went to or through her foot? I can't even figure that out.
Whether it's either or, does that change anything?
Yeah,
Well, yeah, because she
sort of.
blatantly
How?
said he shot me. Went on public social media. He shot me. He shot me in my foot. But we did
But
So,
see
but
blood. I mean,
so she should have said he hurt me. Then she
but
would
she
have
said
good
if
he
moral
wasn't
character.
shot. And
if
it
the
might have been
guns
the
is
height of the
going
moment.
off,
I don't know. I don't know, man. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead,
if
Freeze.
I mean you don't really know a ricochet as opposed to a bullet if guns is just blasting like so that statement. I mean it would make sense for her to still say that he shot her because if it ricochets off a door or something like that, you not. It's for one, it's too fast. You're not about to be like, oh, the scrap metal from the door actually popped me. You gonna think you got full fledged shot. You know what I'm saying? So
That's a pretty great point.
Oh, yo.
Hey, Bleak, what
Yeah,
you were
I'm just
saying,
not
Bleak?
feeling
My
the
bad,
I
Bleak.
got
I
forensics
hit
ain't
by a
mean to
part of
piece
cut
of
it,
you.
door
yo.
What you
seal.
saying, Bleak?
I was saying that they brought up that Megan might have had jumped on that girl that same night. That could be another motive too. You feel me? I don't know if y'all heard that rumor.
You said she
Yeah, that was in
jumped
the
on her?
test. That was
Yeah,
in
they
the
said Megan
testimony
beat. They
today.
said Megan beat up the friend that night.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
The neighbor said three jokers was jumping on one female. That's what they said
Mm.
today. That's what they said today.
Who's
And
the
all he saw,
three? Oh,
all he
man.
saw was
Who's the other
sparks.
people that was jumping on Shorty there?
I don't know.
Unless Meg just looked like three dudes the way she was going off on
That's
Yo,
it. Next subject.
y'all gotta
Next
relax,
topic.
yo.
Move
them. I'm
on.
sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it,
Move
man.
on.
I couldn't help it.
Hey,
My
yo,
bad.
I'm good. That's a
Think
closeout,
about it. If a
Legacy. I'm
girl
gone.
jumping on you and knocking the down sun rings out your ass, that would make me think
You
that
gonna
she
see
would
three.
definitely try to go on
You
that.
gonna see
And
three.
when she would try to go on that gun, Tory stopped her ass and then they tussling and it popped her ass. That's how I really think,
Not
man.
the sonic rings.
Tori was like, man, you see the way she hit her? Imagine what she gonna do to me. Bump it.
The neighbor said that they was tussling and Tory got out the car after. So they was already
Mm.
getting it on her and her friend allegedly. The person couldn't identify who it was. They just said they was fighting. And they kept seeing flashes, but they didn't see a gun. And then Tory got out. Joker said they seen a gun in his hand. Was he firing? Yes, the Joker said.
Mm.
Yee.
Yeah, that's
That's
There
ugly.
it
not
Today,
good,
is.
man.
today, today
There
was
it
Getting
is.
ugly, man.
sticky.
Today was
Getting
ugly.
sticky.
There it is.
But you still
One
got to
plus one is
prove that he
two.
shot her ex.
There,
That's
there,
the whole
I'm talking
point.
about the
I
quarter.
ain't say there wasn't no
I'm talking
guns.
about court of public opinion right now. So I shot that girl in
I
her
got
feet,
you.
No, it's her foot. It's one foot.
Just one.
and he
Cause
gonna
both
and he
both
gonna
could
holler,
be done.
dance, bitch.
The neighbor said he ain't hear that too. They've been trying to prove that. Nobody can prove he said that yet. Because that would have closed the case. Somebody would have said that.
I
Hey,
guess he just,
bro,
hey, he should
TikTok
have
about to
said,
run
he should
crazy
have
with
said
that.
twerk. Cause like a week later, she was twerking. That's like nothing was
Yeah, the WAP
wrong.
video came out right after that.
Hey, go ahead, man. People go back to work a week after they get shot all the time. Y'all not gonna do that to her. That's crazy. Y'all like
Oh
she
no, I
work
ain't
at the
never been shot,
shipyard.
bro.
Nigga, how you twerking on you twerking with a
Hey,
bullet? You twerking when you got shot in the foot? You twerking in 72 hours?
I could see
man.
if she was doing the WAP, my dude, but she's twerking. All right.
She didn't get shot in the booty.
we 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 got a lot of great things to get to, man. Man, y'all
Oh
leave Meg
man,
alone, man. We gonna turn into a Meg Basher session.
y'all
So look,
wilding today, bro.
next up, next up, the subject is Are You Telling? We moving on from couples and we going to computers. There's a lot of people not respecting their elders. We got two stories out there floating on the internet. One is Bow Wow. Everybody knows, not biologically, but musically and physically, because they're about the same height. JD is Bow Wow's dad. JD goes on the show and basically says he came up with the idea of 106 and Park and then pitched it to who was in charge of BET at the time. Bow Wow didn't like that. He spoke up. The brat told him to relax. If you ever talk about JD, pull up. Don't talk about JD out your mouth. Bow Wow responded, man, I just hollered at Brat. Brat, no, I ain't pull it up. That's it. That's JD's day one, but not me. How y'all feel about Bow Wow, man? JD
He's
made this old
spoiled.
man career, man. Disloyal. What? How we
He's
feeling out there?
spoiled.
Master P up next.
He's
What did JD
spoiled.
say?
Nothing.
Yeah, I agree with Vaughn. He's spoiled, man, and he known to do this time and time, like time and time throughout the years with that man, yo.
hmm
Bow Wow only beefs with JD on social media every time he's mad at him for something. The tour situation, you see he going at JD, but regularly he don't say nothing. It's every time he mad. So something going on because you heard him say, blessings to the dude as he moved forward on his adventures as if like they not rocking no more.
They probably had some shit
But
from when Bow Wow was growing up that they ain't spoke about, like some real family type shit that swept under the rug.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's
JD smashed his
exactly
mom.
that's exactly what it was. Because when Bow Wow was around 18, 19, what he found out his sister was his mama, and then his mama he thought his mama died. Oh shit, that's a Tyler Perry movie. My bad. Yeah.
Man,
Oh my God.
X.
Oh,
Bye.
X is
Bye. I'm
wild,
hanging up.
yo.
I'm
X is
hanging up.
wild. X is
hey,
wild.
I was
I'm
sitting there
going on
thinking
mute,
like, hold up,
man.
bro, that's a movie, ain't it? Like, yo, that happened for real. Hey,
how long, X, you said his sister was actually his mama?
Don't
Bleak. It was
entertain it,
a
Bleak. He's
Tyler
not
Perry
telling the
yo,
movie.
truth.
man, let it
He's
go,
Bleak.
trolling.
let it go,
He
man.
not being
Oh,
for
I was
real.
about
He
to
not
say.
being for real.
He
So,
definitely had me
Oh
fooled.
so
man,
we
I thought it
can't
was for
spend
real.
more
I'm
than
like, wait a minute,
5
man, that
minutes.
sounds familiar.
We can't spend more than 5 minutes on Bow Wow, but we definitely gonna cook on Master P versus Son Romeo.
Mm-mm-mm.
Man, we
Y'all
could go
got to give
straight
me
to
a
that
little
now.
time with this
Hey,
one.
look. Go ahead, Piggy. I'm gonna let you finish. Go
We,
ahead.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
go
yeah,
straight to
yeah,
that
yeah,
one now.
yeah. Let me cook with this one a little bit, man.
All right.
So your boy Bow Wow goes to social media. I don't know if it was yesterday, a couple of days ago, and basically he expressed his disappointment in his father, Master P. Master P had just posted rest in peace. I believe his name's DJ Twitch. Rest in peace. Um, he just posted a heartfelt rest in peace prayers to the family. just something heartfelt. And Romeo was feeling like, Master P, you showing love to everybody else, but you're not showing love to your family. You're not you lost your daughter. He brought that up. I'm not sure where that came from. And Romeo shared a lot of things, a lot of alleged. He didn't get really, really too specific, but a lot of alleged that, him and Master P used his money to pay the taxes and he's broke and he's showing us a life he really ain't living and a lot of things, man. So him and Master P are going back and forth. P feels like this is a money grab, feels like he's ungrateful, feel like, it's time for him to man up. He's upset because he's not where he should be at in life. Romeo shot back, Mom was right, you're selfish. I even talked to Uncle Silk, everybody agrees. It's a bad situation, man. Now I'm a parent. I'm not gonna put any of my personal business out there, but I look at these new kids, man. Some of these new kids are different, is all I'm gonna say. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to Beck G as a mother, man. How you
Yeah.
feeling about this situation right here?
Well, I want to say, and that was definitely the perspective I wanted to come from as a parent. First of all, it don't come with a handbook, and we make different mistakes and things like that. Some are more egregious than the other, but I think Romeo has obviously some stuff built up, and he thought the proper place to get the most attention, the most bang for his buck, was on social media. I don't know if his cup ran over and he had enough, and that was the straw that broke the camel's back. You just don't know. We only know. We only believe. Let me say that much. We only believe what they show us. They leave it up to us to fill in the blanks. So he lives this life for real. Him, Master P, their mom, Master P just lost a daughter. Romeo lost his sister. Like they got a lot of things going on, even from the outside looking in. But as a parent, there's two things that you just cannot ever put yourself in a position to do. And that's not be paying enough attention to your kids that you don't see certain things. And then two, you got at some point you gotta realize they are your child, but they're not a child, and you gotta respect them accordingly. But Romeo, that's your daddy. That's your daddy. And I don't know that this was the most proper way. I don't know why people think social media is the place to go. Um, I don't know, but that really broke my heart to see that, because it's definitely something way deeper than what we know, what we see, what we can assume, any of that. I do appreciate what Master P did. And he just said, listen, since he took it to social media and this is the only place where I can seem to get a response, I don't know if it's for likes or if this is really what he want to do. I tried to call him, he didn't answer. Like as a mom, as a mother, as a parent, I felt that. And I feel like, social media out here telling kids, y'all wild out because our parents don't respect us, they don't let us have no extra chocolate, and they don't be giving me no money, and my house is their house. They like social media getting ready to get some of y'all necks cracked. So I don't know,
Wide
man.
open.
Wide open. You hear
Um,
me? I'm talking about wide open. I'm talking about in slick flow.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I
He better
agree,
chill. He better
Beck
chill.
G. I agree with
Yeah.
I agree with you on that. Like before I make this comment, I'm gonna say I just want to say that I don't believe anybody should take family business to the public. I
Amen.
don't care what it is. If it's family business, supposed to stay in your house.
Amen.
But now that it's out there, let me move on to my opinion. Uh,
Get them,
I
X.
believe that when we believe that when we hear stuff like this, we automatically choose a side. When in truth, everything that Master P said and everything his son said, all of it could be true at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All of
Mm-hmm.
it could be true. It just shouldn't be. It's a shame that it's in the public. That's
That
all.
part.
But he might not be lying. His daddy might not be lying. They both might be telling the truth.
Yep. And I got grown
One thing
kids.
I
Can
know
I?
I
about
got grown
Romeo
kids.
is like if y'all ever
I'm sorry.
watched him on like the shows and stuff, like he typically keep it solid. Like he don't play no games. He quit the show because they was playing with him. Like he is daddy's child for real. Like he stand by. He try to stand by his word, do what he say he gonna do. Like he keep to himself. He don't like his business out there. So I think for him to get to this level and put it on social media, I think like somebody else said, that might be the only way that he gonna get a reaction, a response, or something. Cause he don't like if you look at any of his history, like he don't wild out. He don't do none of this. Like this ain't his MO. So I look at it from that standpoint, like this is abnormal for you.
That's a
Hey, I
great
got a
point,
question.
brother.
I got a question for the room. Might be a little bit on such, but not too far. If you're a 12, 13, 14-year-old kid, you're a fucking superstar, and you this kid making all this money. As a parent, ain't you supposed to take the money?
Take it
Let's,
for
let's
what?
That's a good
let's look
question.
at it like this though.
You get what I'm going at that? Now think about it now. If Romeo 15 years old and he making these millions of dollars, do he supposed to keep the money or do his parents supposed to keep the money?
I think
For
legal. I
one,
think
for,
legally
Let
the
me
What's
parent.
what's the point
let
you're trying to get at?
hold on. I know where
Because
you're trying to get. Let
go
me
ahead.
ask you this question. But this is the question for you because it's different than what you're saying. Think about this. You're a millionaire already. You're already rich, and your son start making money. What do you do with the money? Do you take it?
I personally, if I'm not a millionaire, then I probably would spend some of that shit. But if I'm a
No, I'm saying
millionaire,
if you are a
but
millionaire.
if I'm a millionaire, I will put my son money up, or when he's able to get old enough so he can know how to spend
Boom.
his money.
You just answered your own question.
there's a lot of different perspectives to look at with this conversation. Because if you come from a parent perspective and you looking at bringing these seeds into the world and hoping that they succeed you and they better than you and they doing what they got to do, in my opinion and just my opinion only, I never look for my kids to give me nothing. My goal was to give you everything so you could strive. And of course, we're not millionaires, but to me, money's money. I don't need your money. I don't even care if you got more money than I do. I just want you to win. The sad part about this is if they don't get it fixed, what was the whole point? As a person, as a parent, that I got young kids, I got teenagers. I done had jokers get mad at me, go on social media. They never got a response. They got checked in face to face when I seen them. But I don't get on there and play that game because that's what they used to. They going that's their world, social media. So when they want to
Hmm.
have conversations, they want to have conversations in front of the world. I'm not cut like that. That world ain't gonna never see my response. I understand what P was doing, but I just think as a parent, we gotta take that higher ground. I don't care what you do. I don't have to match what you do, but I'm gonna address you on my own time. That's just my opinion. But the money stuff, I don't need your money. Never.
I wanna throw this in there too, man. From my perspective, I'm looking at it like this, bro. You're 31 now, right? Or however old he is. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for your dad, nobody would even know you. Like, let's be real. Nobody was signing Lil Romeo
Facts.
except Master P.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, and and Lil Romeo was years ago. That was early 2000s. What have you done for yourself since then, bro? You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
I hear
Like,
you.
I
I
mean,
hear you. But if the business won't right, the business won't right. I ain't saying you should put it in the street. But if the
yeah.
business won't right, the business won't right.
I mean,
And I
let me give you
and I
another layer though. What if he
what's
never
up?
even wanted that lifestyle from
I
jump?
mean, it's possible. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if if you're going to if you're going to be in that business and you're looking at the one who basically put you in position to even have a name to be known, because you could have been like your other brothers or sisters and not be known. You know what I'm saying? So it's like be thankful because at the end of the day, we remember cribs. We seen your house when you was 15 years old. You had a Benz out there that looked better than any car my pops ever had already.
But
Like,
based on your logic, the lock should have never said nothing to Diddy about the money not being right. If everybody
nah,
should
Can
be
I
thankful
can
for
can
somebody
I
putting
can
them in
I speak?
position.
Nah, that's
Can
different.
nah, that's
I
different.
mean,
can
How?
can I
How's
can I
how?
cook?
How?
Can
It's
I cook real
business.
quick?
Y'all mixing family with business.
No, I'm saying,
That's his son,
what
though.
I'm
The
saying
locks
is
ain't
for
Diddy's
him,
son.
your
but
son, nobody would know you. Like everything you
I
got
hear
was off
you,
the
but y'all are
table. You know
mixing
what I'm
family with business. If the business ain't right, the business ain't right.
Can I cook?
What about
Can
this
I
though?
cook? Can I cook?
saying?
Can,
By
What,
means.
hold on. Before you do that, real quick, Spalls, I just want to say this real quick. Like, what if though? Like, when? Damn, I didn't lost my train of thought. Fucking, go ahead, Spalls.
So let's look at let's. I want to. Oh, go ahead, bro.
Go ahead, Sparge. You ain't said nothing all
all
night.
right, so
Cook.
look, check it, right? Like, I hear a lot of praising of P. I hear a lot of praising of material and lifestyle. I agree with X, right? I agree. I believe that it's family and business, right? Like, we don't know when his father may have took this money to go pay the taxes. And we don't know, even if we see P take him to success, we don't know what P did behind closed doors to fail the whole family. It could be a whole lot of other things going on that we'll never know about, right? Like, I can lead you to success and I can lead you to failure at the same time.
That's what I
You
was saying.
feel me? That could be the bad business part. You feel me? And then certain relationships, money change a lot of things, man. Then people start feeling like they can control you. Oh, I put you in this position, so I'm gonna work this deal, and that deal don't really go as it should. It's all types of ways we can look at this situation. You feel me?
Yeah, facts. And I want to touch on something too. That P said in this video. He was like, if you've been around me all this time and you ain't got nothing, that means you won't listen. So how do we know he wasn't throwing in the alley oops or trying to set him up? You know what I'm saying? To get to the bag, and he was just like, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
What it sound like to me, right? It sound like he ran his family like a business too. And when I say it like that, I ain't saying personally. I'm just saying like just like how Beck was saying earlier, like pay attention to your kids, don't let it go, a certain get to a certain level, and like how X said the other day where he was like money doesn't change, it enhanced the true you. So like the whole time Romeo could just be wanting that spiritual aspect, like that time from his father, that certain, connection that a son and a father build, where the whole time his dad like, shit, nigga, we gonna make you a business, we gonna become, you know what I'm saying, you gonna be an entrepreneur, you gonna be all this, when in reality he might be like, dad, my nigga, like, just sit and talk to me, I want to play sports, I want to do something like that. Like, that's what it sounds like to me, because
Hey,
when they dancing around the conversation, and when they dancing and giving certain information, like, really y'all really arguing about nothing, y'all not giving too much information about what y'all arguing about,
I
so that lets me know it's something unsaid.
I don't know
No,
too much about the situation,
I think
but I
arguing
did
about that
hear.
money, bro. That's
You
what they
said what?
arguing about. They're arguing about that money.
No, what I'm saying, if what's Romeo, if this is true, now again, I don't know if anything is true, but if what he's saying is true, he said something along the lines of he never even saw any money, is that he only gave him gifts and things like that, and he got to ask for the money. If that's true, something ain't right.
The
Yeah,
tough
yeah. That's
part is
right
But
we
on
don't
his
we
end.
don't we don't know how much of that's emotions coming from both of them. So when I
Facts.
look at it, I like you said, X, all of that's probably true, but the way they presenting it to us just sound crazy. Everybody's gonna have their viewpoint, so
Right,
we understand that between the two of them.
right,
The only issue I really see, because they both said it, is we had to come to social media. So the communication gap between them is the biggest
Yeah.
issue. So why would we not think they would get on there and look like this if they can't even talk to each other? Romeo's saying, "Yeah, I pulled up." He's saying, "I tried to call, you ain't answer." That's where it starts right there. And some of this stuff could be cleared up, but they not talking. So now they throwing it out here, but now they got us talking, and we don't know half of what they talking about.
that's it,
Facts.
that's it,
True.
right there.
I think too, man. Like, my first thought looking at this, like, was like, bro, you know what I'm saying, and you know, going back to the whole thing is like, you lived a life of never having to worry. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, it's like, how dare you? Like, because you had a life better than most people in this world will ever have. You never had to worry about where your next meal gonna come from. You never had, you know what I'm saying? And so it's like, how can you get up here complaining when you never had the real struggle? You never had the struggle your dad had or any of us had to go through. So it's like, you know, I don't know. But he
They
never said the
space.
money amount either, too. So you know.
I know we got to move on, but I just, if I can, close out this conversation, I want to say what you just said to your point. Um, P has a whole different idea about how this should go because he did get it out the mud. He did struggle. He did sell CDs out the back of his trunk and built the empire.
Mm-hmm.
Romeo don't know that. He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. So he's trying to figure out, what are you talking about? I'm ungrateful.
Mm-hmm.
Spoils of the world is all I've ever known.
Hmm.
And when he figured out, instead of him only having 100,000, he should have had access to 500,000, or blah blah blah, whatever that number is, whatever the whatever it is that he feels like he should have had access to. We don't know if that's entitlement speaking
Right.
or a spoiled child, or if really he was raised just like you and I, regular, not in excess, and they really did treat him any kind of way. I think what we all saying in common is we just don't know. And
Right.
like X said, they could both be right. Remember, they're telling it from their perspective.
True.
So
And they
yeah,
split the world in half because you got
yeah, that's
parents
right.
feeling like their relationships with their kids is rocky, they rolling with P. You got the
Yeah,
kids that feel like their parents ain't listening to them and they're entitled, they rolling with Romeo. So the world split in half. And like X said, everybody's taking sides, but they shouldn't.
And also, too, let's understand their definition of broke is way different than ours. Because he said, we live in paycheck to paycheck.
hmm
His paycheck could be 100K to
Word,
100K. My
word.
paycheck to paycheck is like 3 bands. Like, hold up, bro.
Mm.
There's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man.
Agreed.
Next up, man,
yeah.
are you telling is the topic of tonight. Hot topic on the internet right now. Gunner versus the whole YSL. It's not even just Gunner, it's a whole bunch of other members that are taking plea bargains, plea deals from the government. And I just want to open up the floor to see how you feel. They said Gunner made some statements. Some of those include just confirming that he was a part of a gang. He understood it was a gang and a label. And he was in the car and the gun wasn't his, and things of that nature. The lawyer also came out and expressed how his client making a statement doesn't hurt anybody else in the case. And if he's asked and called to testify, he'll just plead a fifth. Couple things in this situation. One, before you speak, I kind of want to hear, before you give your opinion, start off and say what your definition of what the world is saying is snitching. Start off with your definition of what snitching is, and then share your opinion on this Gunner YSL situation. They also picked up, shout out to Sauce Walker, the Sauce family, Sauce Factory family. They got a couple members of them too. So they've been doing these sweeps often, man. They got Wyatt and Lucci, I think, a couple years ago too. So they've been doing these sweeps often. And I just want to hear y'all opinions on
You
I
I
got a
hate this
long
topic.
comment, so I'm gonna wait.
you want our definition or what we think the world's
it.
definition
Now
is right now?
I want your definition.
My definition is if we rob somebody together, if I tell on you, that's snitching. Because we did that shit together. Anything outside of that, if I ain't a part of it, I gives no fucks.
What's
Yeah,
your
Nah,
opinion on
so
the
it
situation?
sounds like you're saying association. So I guess the question would be, because this gets crazy too, is if you associated with a group of individuals and you know how they move and you stand next to them and something happens and you tell, would you be considered a snitch because you knew what they do?
Now,
And how long does that depend whether you're a street dude or not and live
See,
by those codes?
the crazy part about it is it's evolved over time. You can think about it. Joker's been telling since they've been in kindergarten. You took my cookie, I told the teacher. You know what I mean? So it started way back then, just as kids. But the first thing your parents said is, you don't tell, you don't tattle, you don't do this. So it's in you from the beginning. That, to me, that snitching came from the streets. Jokers is making money. You don't tell on jokers making money. This is the lifestyle we in, so we don't do that. Then it evolved out to the civilians. Nobody's supposed to be snitching now. You know what I mean? So it's been growing. Now all of a sudden, it's if somebody brought bodily harm to you or your family and they're not associated with you, but you know the information, can you tell on them whether you're a street dude or not? So there's so many different avenues you can go in. I think snitching is just out of control now. At the end of the day, it's telling. Now, what level of telling are we going to accept?
Man,
I'm gonna tell you
shit.
like this.
So Fowles, let me ask you, Fowles. So when that ass gunner is YSL acknowledged as a gang and he say yeah, is that telling or is that snitching?
It is, because he originally said, if I'm not mistaken, he didn't know they was a gang. He thought they were just a record label. So now that you admitting to something, that means you knew. If that's the case on how the information was, you're now changing your testimony for the better, because you don't make statements like that and get out unless there's some benefit to what that statement is going to do to somebody else.
Unless
Hey
they
yo, man, nigga
really
all
didn't
thug.
have anything on them in the first place.
So
They
Fowles,
just
that's
pulled because he
speculation,
was
Agreed.
a
right, Fowles?
notable name.
Agreed. That case was weak. If they'd have sat it out, they probably would have all came home.
Mm.
Yeah, nigga all thug up. But um, I always thought snitching was if you do something and you get caught, and instead of doing your time, you involve other people who had nothing to do with it. Like if I rob a bank, you know what I'm saying, and I get caught, and then I'm like, yeah, man, but in order for me to get off, I'm gonna tell you X and P caught a body. You know what I'm saying? Like I always thought that was the snitching part.
It's another form. There's so
Okay.
many forms of it. You know what I mean? You using
Yeah.
that to hit somebody else that has nothing to do with you to lessen your
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. And see, that's how I was always described. Now, at the same time, too, I was always told snitching is only applies to those who live by street rules. Like a civilian,
Mm-hmm.
if you do something to them, like just a regular blue collar, white collar worker or whatever, you know, they reserve the right to go tell because they're not part of that lifestyle. You
But
know what I mean? So,
what
I
drives them to tell? Like it's something like
like,
you in my neighborhood, you affecting my
yeah, like
family,
let's say
or
prime
I'm just
example.
not minding my business and I see it and the joker come. You see anything? I did. Money did. Blah blah blah. When you don't have to say nothing.
I mean, I guess it really depends to people now. I guess it depends on what happened to them directly.
Right.
Cause like, yo, if I see you pop my mom's, and I'm like, yo, it was that nigga right there. I'm gonna
No
be in your
question.
face like he did it. You know what I'm saying?
No
But
doubt.
if I just happen to be going to get the mail and I see you and your man's running, and they're like, yo,
Mm-hmm.
you see something? Bro, I don't know what happened. I
No
ain't, you
doubt.
know what I'm saying? I ain't see shit, bro. But
can I ask y'all a question?
Well,
They still
question,
charge you with the snitching on the mom thing though. That's the crazy part.
Can I,
They still charge
can I ask y'all a question?
question.
hey, I take
Good.
that one all day though. You know what I'm saying?
you. No question. Go ahead, X.
It
Let me ask
go
this
go
real
ahead,
quick,
go
X.
ahead, go ahead.
Do y'all have another solution for us getting our neighborhoods together and unless we working together, getting this out there and because like far as snitching, it really don't really matter what level it is, you hiding or you helping somebody, one or the other. But for us as a people collectively coming together and things like that, is there another way?
Hey man, I don't want to sound lame with this, but the only way to stop it and make stuff better is you gotta tell them motherfuckers, man.
That's my point. Like
It's
You know what I'm
nobody gonna
saying?
it's
stop unless you
it's
force them to.
Yeah.
it's a cultural thing now that has very little to do with the where it originated at. Now you got
Mm-hmm.
middle class kids talking about snitching
Right.
because it's just popular from the music.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of weeks ago, I had a student. A teacher told me the student was smoking a vape in the bathroom. So when I went to discipline him, they called the teacher a snitch, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, really? That's so that's what it is now. So the definition is kind of changed, and you could be a law abiding citizen that just don't want crime in your neighborhood, and they'll call you a snitch.
It's
I
I
think
don't think
anybody
a
that's
part of
telling.
snitching
that.
though. If I'm giving my
It's
honest opinion, that's not snitching. We cannot hold the people to our neighborhoods to the same standards of how we felt like things should go if we just want to go out there and do stupid stuff in our neighborhoods. Like they're
Facts.
allowed to feel
Is that
that they
Tony?
want to keep their neighborhood
yeah.
safe. Like that's the one thing I disagree with. I agree with snitching is what snitching is, but for people who are outside of those limits, you cannot say, okay, that old lady over there, she kept her mouth shut and she seen this dude just get shot outside. She's
To pick,
scared for her life.
But that's where a
but
lot of it
I think that's the
originated.
fine
What
line people
Joker's
don't know. People don't know what's street and what's not street. It's people in the
right.
suburbs that feel like they a whole street nigga real out here, bro. I'm a whole real nigga. You can't tell me
And
different.
then you should be able to deal with that, deal with them consequences. Simple and plain. Like I feel like snitching got out of control because people think that there's something there they're not. At the end of the day,
Agreed.
if you go out there and rob this bank, bruh, be willing to take those charges when they come. Simple and plain. If you want to go out there and you want to shoot somebody, be able to take those charges. If you want to run with a bunch of dudes that think they all thugs and they go shoot somebody, guess what? Be ready to take those charges. Otherwise, don't do it. Why get yourself in
Hey,
that?
I got a question I want to pose to the room. Okay, so street guys, and sometimes, not all the time, are people that'll kill you, they'll sell you drugs, they'll rob you, they'll sell drugs to a pregnant lady. But now here comes this topic of snitching, and all of a sudden we expect these same people to develop morals. That's crazy to me.
Oh
I
man,
want
I
I
wouldn't
want to
say
jump
I
in
wouldn't
here.
I'm
say they need
expecting
their
to
good
have
morals
morals,
though,
man.
X. But at the end of the day, bruh, everybody swear up and down they the realest dude in the world, and they ain't never gonna snitch on nobody. But yet, soon as they start talking about 5 years, everybody want to start talking. Simple and
I'm
plain.
I'm
If you ain't built for it, don't do it.
I'm gonna be
Hold on.
reasonable, man.
Hey, I
Hold
don't
on.
think God
Hold on.
is built for him.
Hold
I
on. Your
just think
favorite
he's
cousin.
just
All
Beck
right,
trying to get. Beck been trying to get in there. Let Beck cook, and then you next up. Your favorite cousin. My bad.
for sure, for sure.
Okay, y'all. Thank you for that. I just want to say this real quick because I always have an opinion on snitching and what that means. And everything that y'all said is exactly what it is. It has metamorphosized, I think that's the right word, from being a street dude's game to being everybody's game. And y'all should figure out by now I have a venom for social media. But I want to say this real quick. It's going to take me a couple minutes because I have a really hard time with this. I think right now, loyalty is for suckers. People, I don't do the die part or ride or die. That's not a badge of honor to me. Snitching originated in the streets. And like y'all have said over and over again, and I'm going to explain myself over and over again, it's come now to be everybody's game, and it's telling somebody else's part, not your own. It's actually popular now to be on one side or the other of snitching, and like my brother said here, you either helping or hiding somebody, right? But my problem here is grown people, especially and I from where I see it, it's usually men, so I'm gonna just say what I see. But really, grown men really out here trying to uphold a raggedy, time-defied code of the streets, especially at a gazillion years old, and simping for social media when they know better. The streets are watching, and these hoes ain't loyal. All right. So many people wake up and go to bed thinking about how important they are because they got 16 likes and 4,500 views. And in between waking up and going to sleep, they only thinking about how to be viewed more, go viral, subscribe, share, like, view, follow, block, delete. The conversation ain't about nothing but that. They every thought and move is documented. And that's how they really move in real life too. You can't hold on to anything because the info they got, the tea is too hot to handle and too cold to hold. Everybody thinks they're a journalist now when it's not, that's not even how we move, right? Here's the lie and the trick of loyalty in riding and dying. One, people renege on what they agreed on not to tell. That's one. And two, people really think it's a true measure of love and hip hop based on how much of their crap you can hold on to. And that, my friends, is where we use way too much baking soda. When you know
Oh
something,
shit.
because right? when you know something because you heard it or you saw it, especially if you didn't want to or you didn't mean to, why do y'all have to make sure you go tell it on the mountain that you know and what you know? That's the
We
problem.
need a church organ
You
behind you right
cannot
now,
be
girl.
required.
Go.
Come on
Yeah.
now, right? You can never be, listen to me, y'all, my brothers, you can never be required, pressured, suspected, or asked nicely to tell if, in fact, nobody knows that you know. That's one. Two, if you got to do dirt, my brother said it earlier, do it alone and take the consequences, right? See, first of all,
Facts.
it was all good a week ago. Who said that, Jay-Z? It was all good just a week ago. The minute y'all even look like y'all about to become unbenefit, look how quick people hit you with the, well, he knew. She was there. He saw it. People throw you under the bus, and we're in a different time now because social media will get that word out real quick. Here's the third thing. Once, I don't even know what number I'm on, but y'all follow me. Once people know or know you saw, now you're beholding to them in this situation. Y'all all good until one of y'all screwed up, and watch how quick they throw you under the bus. You were there, you saw it, he knew, that kind. My mother used to tell us when we were young, knowing is just as bad as doing. And she also told us when we started dating, leave a little mystery, right? The great prophet Mary J. Blige said, love without a limit. I think right now we need a song out that says, uh snitching without a limit or something, because people doing anything, they doing anything, loyalty without a limit or something. The end is of my I have a dream speech, I'm gonna finish right here, is really to stop saying everything you know, stop letting everybody know everything you see, and people need to know that telling one person is telling everybody. And that's all I gotta say.
Beck G, good looking on
Damn.
that. Your favorite cousin, you up
Uh,
next. I want to shout out
Uh,
to Tavi, just came in the building. I want to hear from you too, my brother.
well, I don't even know how to follow that up, but I'm gonna say this though. I don't put telling past nobody because you got to think. Even the dudes in the mob telling each other all the time. So I don't expect mugs with no real ethics to not tell. Secondly, everybody house got a camera on it now. You ain't got to tell for real no more. You on camera already. And thirdly, I would be remiss if I didn't say snitch me. Sorry, nigga, I'm trying to come home. That's all I got.
Thank you, your favorite cousin. Tavi, shout out to you. You just came in the building. You got an opinion on this, my brother? Let me know if you can speak. Spars, I also would like to hear your opinion on this, sir. Tavi ain't coming in. Spars, you got an opinion on this, sir? What about Pinky Ring? Oh, no, here
yo,
goes Spars. Talk to me.
yo,
Yeah.
um, it's definitely when you just point it out, whatever the situation is. If you know what the person looked like, if you say what you saw, yeah, that's just what it is. Like if it's like that, then that's just what it is. I mean, and then at the same time, like, and due respects to the Gunner YSL situation, I mean, I have my own mixed emotions about that, right? Like I can't, I'm not gonna say he did, but from the statements and understand, like his joints was still a federal charge, or was it a state charge?
This state charge. This with the state.
It still don't matter though, right? Like he still said they a gang. He
Yeah,
still said they're a gang. Like, you know, we
supposedly
don't need
confirming it.
we don't need paperwork for that part. Like we know he definitely said YSL is a gang. I don't know about nothing else. I can't speak on nothing else that the man they trying to say the man told on the people. I don't know. Like, but I know snitching is when you point a situation out or a thing, or they a noun. You point out a noun, person, place, a thing. You snitch.
Double X, you got anything else on this subject?
The Stitcher, I already know this
Hold on,
answer,
man.
but I'm
I
gonna
got
throw it out
stuff.
anyway. Go ahead, X.
No, I have nothing new that nobody didn't add, but I know Beck G said she got to go, so she wanted to properly lead the room though, so let her do that.
Absolutely. Beck, go ahead and give your shout outs. We about to
Yes,
wrap up at
I'm
10,
getting
but go
ready
ahead
to
and give your
go.
shout outs, ma'am. I appreciate you coming out.
Oh, you know how I feel about y'all. It's all day. You know, it's when y'all call and ask me to do something, it's on site already. No questions. But I really appreciate conversation. I love to see black men have dialogue. I love that so much. So to all my black kings up here politicking and having conversations, even if you're listening, that's part of the communication process too. And I love y'all for that. And y'all just keep this up. This is what we need to do. And this what Master P and Romeo ain't doing. No, let me stop. But I appreciate y'all so much, and let me tell y'all, X and P will tell y'all, I love my black brothers. I love black men. I love my kings. Y'all keep doing it, and if don't nobody say they love you, Beck G do, especially you, Bleed.
Hey, Beck G, I was about to say, you said everything right with that brothers, because me, you, and our brothers, baby.
We not brothers. This is my boo right
Nah,
here.
bro.
I'm
Hey,
blowing you a
Beck.
kiss, Bleed. But
Hey, Beck, before
Yeah.
you get out of here, man, this is what we do at the end. You got to shout out what you do, how they can get
oh,
with you business wise, and what you got going on now.
Oh man, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm a publicist. I own a PR marketing firm. I'm the senior publicist, the founder, the owner, and the principal of Bex Management Public Relations. And I professionally participate in other people's joys. That's what I do. I prepare your posture for public presentation of your business, your vision, your idea. That's what I do. I work with entertainers, events, and entrepreneurs. And when you come in that back, you see about you, the world gonna see about you. And that's really, I love to do that so much that I parlay it into a business and I eat y'all. So it's all good. So y'all come see about me, P, actually my brothers, believe my boo, and that's it. And
Thank you, Beck. We
I
appreciate you.
appreciate y'all so much.
Enjoy your night,
Thank
Beck
you,
G.
y'all too.
All right.
Bye bye.
Your favorite cousin, before we wrap up, man, you
What?
want to introduce that topic? We're going to do a part one of that, and then we're going to do part two next week. Introduce that hip hop topic you gave me, brother.
Yesterday?
Yes, sir.
Shit, I gave you quite a few joints.
The longevity one.
Oh, okay. Besides, what I say, Kendrick, Drake, and J. Cole. What artists do we see out now that have longevity in the game?